Hey everybody, this is my webcam and match review. This is my webcam and match review of the 2021 pay-per-view Royal WWE Royal Rumble. There will also be a narration. There will also be a narration audio version with pictures sometime in the future that will be a tie-in with this video. But right now the webcam and match reviews. Well, anyway, this pay-per-view right here, I thought this was another terrible, lackluster pay-per-view from WWE. However, this pay-per-view, just like the last year's Royal Rumble, it had its moments. Mainly the Royal Rumble 2021, which is what the event is pretty much centered around. So everything else feels insignificant. At first, when I first heard this pay-per-view was announced, I was initially excited for him, prepared to do my thoughts, prepared to do videos and my thoughts on the pay-per-view, even doing I'm still going to do this, my Royal Rumble pay-per-view marathon review series leading up to this. I'm still going to do the pay-per-view marathon, but it of course won't be leading up to this. Actually, yeah, it won't be leading up to this Royal Rumble right here. Anyway, I was going to do that until I saw the change in results. The first match, besides the Rumble that made me want to watch, was Kevin Owens versus, I mean, it was not Kevin Owens, but was Adam Pearce returning to the ring to fight Roman Reigns. I hate WWE for this. I was a huge fan of Adam Pearce on the independent circuit. Before Magnus, him and Colt Cabana, the Young Bucks, T.J. Perkins, and Daniel Bryan before he signed with WWE, Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade before their deaths, before Lance Cade's deaths, these guys were the faces of the new National Wrestling Alliance, along with former Ring of Honor wrestler, legendary wrestler Brent Albright, who was hugely big in the 2000s but disappeared in the 2010s. Brent Albright, these guys were the were the faces of the NWA, and Adam Pearce was the head face, being the champion, being the being the Ric Flair, Harley Race of the modern day Ric Flair and Harley Race of the Wrestling Alliance, and I was excited to hear that he will be returning to face Roman Reigns. They first come up with some BS that he's not medically clear, so he has Kevin Owens take his place. That's completely ruining the match. If you were just gonna have Kevin Owens do that, why would you tease people like that? Why would you tease people like that? So that was the first. That was the first step, and I knew this pay-per-view was gonna suck and didn't expect much from it. And why I decided not to do any videos on it. Number two, the second match was Bill Goldberg and Drew Galloway. At first, I was excited when I heard Drew Galloway and Bill Goldberg. Then I remember this is old Berg. This is not the Bill Goldberg from the mid to late 90s and early 2000s. This is old Berg. This is quote unquote old Berg. So it'll probably be a 2 or 5 minute squash match. And boy, it was. It was entertaining while it lasted, but I want to see a long competitive match. And I'm sick of these squash title matches, man. Next is and everything else on the card I just didn't care much for. The only thing that I cared for was the Royal Rumble, which was the saving grace. Like I said, Edge, Edge, Lashley, Christian, Daniel Bryan, and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, followed by a couple of more, were the MVPs of this Royal Rumble. It's a good thing WWE has legends like Edge, Christian. They had cool part-time appearances like Hurricane, Kane, and Carlito that they have this to work on. Otherwise, they have these guys. Otherwise, this pay-per-view and this company would suck. And I already think the company sucks without them. So here's time for my intro of what is my review and rant on this show. Get ready. Let's show this terrible pay-per-view what I'm made of.
dangerous. Watch your McIntyre to Goldberg. Bring your intensity. Bring the Goldberg of old. I want the best
now
of you tonight at the Royal Rumble.
Well, Drew better be careful what he asked for. He very well may be staring back everything in the eye right now in that break.
Review of the night. And it's actually one of my all-time favorites, and one of the matches I initially tuned in this pay-per-view to see, but figured I would probably get what I got on this pay-per-view, so my expectations and excitement eventually turned to disappointment when I realized what I get when I realized the two participants in the match. And as you can see by the title, I am talking about Bill Goldberg versus Drew Galloway for his
the following contest scheduled for one
Universal Championship.
The WWE Championship.
For his WWE Championship, not the Universal title. Anyway, Drew Galloway, Goldberg, years ago, I would have been excited for that. But my excitement turned to disappointment was because Goldberg and Galloway, I figured he would wrestle a 2 or 5 minute,
and his opponent,
this is Goldberg, and would wrestle a 2 or 5 minute match. This is not the Goldberg from the late 90s, early 2000s. And I was right. As long as it lasted, it was okay, but I want to see a long, competitive looking match between these two. Now I'm sick of these squash title matches. Goldberg appears in. Drew Galloway started off with the advantage. Goldberg immediately took him off with a spear. Then Galloway got the advantage again. And got the advantage again. Then Goldberg managed to reverse it and with a big boot, then followed by another spear, and then hit the jackhammer on Galloway. And of course, looked to have it won when Galloway kicked out. And after a couple of more moves, Galloway hit his signature boot, his signature big boot maneuver, then hit Goldberg with his finisher for the 1, 2, 3, thus retaining his title in another 2-minute squash match.
That was Goldberg's message to the champion. This is how it's done. This is how you deliver the spear. A spear.
Like I said, WWE is lucky. We have legends like Goldberg, Edge, Christian. Otherwise, this pay-per-view and this company would suck. The company already sucks in my opinion, even with them there. So, like I said, Royal Rumble 2020, like I said in the intro, another terrible, disappointing WWE pay-per-view. However, this one, just like last year, had its moments because it's the Royal Rumble, which the event is pretty much centered around. So everything else, I guess, will feel lackluster in comparison. Well, this is my short rant on the Bill Goldberg, Drew Galloway. If you don't hear the rest of the video,
an injury to the wrist at this point. Before the match even started, because absolutely
right now.
Look at how labored McIntyre is even getting back to Goldberg.
Are you sure about this? Can you go through? Bring it down, Bill. All right? Bring it back.
McIntyre's ready to go. And meets Goldberg's charge. Claymore is coming in. Claymore. McIntyre. Cover. Goldberg. Kicked out of the on our announce table, Edge as well. Edge wants to do what he tried to do last year. Randy Orton KO. Edge able to counter. Randy Orton trying to fight through, and he does. First out of the table. Randy's out. The table buckled.
this is the final part of my 2021 Royal Rumble review. Surprisingly, this was a surprisingly good Royal Rumble.
Chaos in his carnage. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just to pause for a moment, because I've been looking
Royal
for an
Rumble,
entry at this
there were
match
lots of good entrants, and while there were really no real special maneuvers that really talked about in this match, there was a lot of awesome entrants and a couple of memorable moments. The MVPs of the match besides Edge were Edge, Lashley, Christian, Daniel Bryan, Daniel Bryan, Seth Rollins, who was one of my picks to win, one of my picks and one of my favorites to win. Seth Rollins.
Forgotten what Randy Orton did to him.
Seth Rollins.
Randy, away from his Randy's a bloody mess. He's a bloody mess. He's hurt. He can't
Seth
make it back to his
Rollins.
feet.
Followed by
Inside the ring now.
Dolph
Dolph Ziggler
Ziggler,
looking at
The Miz, John Morrison, Jeff Hardy, who I feel got eliminated way too quickly, and Carlito, Caribbean Fool, and of course King. Dominic Mysterio did some awesome things in this Rumble. In this quote-unquote Rumble too. I thought characters like Matt Riddle were a waste. Characters like Matt Riddle and that big guy from Ring of Honor, Priest, like Damian Priest, were, I think these people were a waste of Royal Rumble spots. Royal Rumble spots, and I was disappointed that the following wrestlers were in this Royal Rumble. Murphy Lee, one of the greatest young stars you have right now, followed by Hector Garza and his cousin Hunter. I'm not being in this Rumble, nor were any of the NXT people like who should be on the main roster by now, like Drake Maverick. Drake Maverick, Roddy E from Impact Wrestling, who I had no idea was in NXT, and of course Zima Ion, who has a different name, Joe Quinn something, Killer Cross, any of those NXT people. Of course, people like Dez and Zachary Wentz, who just recently debuted for NXT. The Rascals from Impact Wrestling, I guess that would be kind of wrong for them to go to the Royal Rumble in their debut, even though AJ Styles did it 4 years ago. They don't know people like Adam Cole, the Red Dragon, Roger Strong, none of those people. It's a good thing WWE has legends like Edge, like Christian, and veterans. Otherwise, this Rumble would have sucked. This Rumble would have sucked. Anyway, it started off with Edge and Randy Orton, with Edge getting revenge on Orton for injuring him the previous year, and it was awesome brawl with Edge injuring Randy Orton, taking him out of commission for the Royal Rumble up until the end. Then next, Sami Zayn came in, then he got eliminated. Then Mustafa Ali, another recent Rumble pick, he came in. Jeff Hardy came in and quickly got eliminated by Dolph Ziggler. I think it was either Dolph Ziggler or it was Dolph Ziggler. Miz and Morrison also had the worst elimination when they came in. First, Miz destroyed the rappers guy who was rapping with Booker T earlier in the show. He destroyed his set, and then as revenge, that guy distracted Miz long enough for Matt Riddle to clothesline both Miz and Morrison on the ropes. Miz and Morrison, Lashley was on fire, coming in, eliminating Dominic Mysterio, who upset and eliminated Baron Corbin. Took Richard, first off, he came in, blocked Matt Riddle's combo and clothesline Matt Riddle, then took Mysterio Dominic and tossed him over the ropes and was beast. It took Christian, my boy Seth Rollins and Riddle and Edge all together to throw Bobby Lashley over the ropes. AJ Styles, who I forgot to mention, he did some good stuff, even though it was mostly his stupid manager eliminating people. Eliminating people. Then Daniel Bryan did some great stuff, lasting 29 minutes. Right when it was over, right when the Royal Rumble was fully over. Prior to that bid, when it was down to the final five, Edge, Christian, and Matt Riddle tried to do some funny stuff. And then Edge and Christian turned on Matt Riddle and beat the living daylights out of him, double teamed him and threw him out of the ring while they went at it. And I keep forgetting how Christian got eliminated, but Edge managed to eliminate Braun Strowman, and then Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins, and then Randy Orton came and attacked Edge from behind, who I forgot about. I was wondering how he got eliminated. Came to attack Edge from behind, but Edge still managed to reverse and eliminate him, thus winning WrestleMania. Believe it or not, I'm okay with this. I'm actually okay with this decision. It was just one of the people who got me back to watching WWE before making me stop again due to the stupid pandemic. But yeah, so pretty good Royal Rumble. As I expected, I at least expected Royal Rumble to be good. Don't worry, tomorrow definitely back to his usual substitute. I'm just disappointed that a lot of wrestlers who I expected to be in this Rumble were, but a lot of wrestlers that I wanted in this Rumble, like Seth Rollins, or they did a good job in this Rumble, so that's okay. Yeah, if you don't want to hear the rest of the video and music, turn the video off right now.
And Xavier Woods, meanwhile, that is a Dolph and Carlito on the far side of the ring. And there's Shinsuke in jeopardy of being eliminated by Edge.
Edge, he's been working on Shinsuke for a minute now. He's really put his best into that back row.
And now a third of the way through the Rumble. Who's number 10? And here comes the Intercontinental Champion from Friday Night SmackDown. Two-thirds of New Day now participants in the Royal Rumble match. And Big E, the heavy hitter. They're ready for Sami Zayn to take the Intercontinental title from. Trying to take that momentum again. They're trying to side headlock and forward. New Day was